Isaiah Williams stepping into the cage.
You know, again, seeing these guys makes me happy to be on this side of the desk, calling the fights with you.
When was your last competitive round in a cage?
16.
Really?
Yeah, and then I had a bad motorcycle accident, so that was it. But yeah.
Okay.
So I'm archaic. That's why it's exciting to watch these young athletes. I am. I'm almost AARP ready.
Well, I hope I'm ringside to call that.
We need like a legends. We need like a legends only league.
Well, it is an honor to call these fights with you, Will. You're the expert. I'm a fight fan, and it really is a privilege just to be in here making conversation with you, and I appreciate all the knowledge that you pass on to me as well as the viewers that are watching this online right now at stimulus.com.
You know, that's my joy. Is I've been a fan for 25 years now, you know, and I've participated in mixed martial arts. So being able to share this with the community and with the fans and with the athletes is just such a humbling experience for me.
Yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about Nat Kabba. Comes in undefeated, knockout win his last time, our last Cage Wars
coming
event.
out of Synthesis Jiu-Jitsu, we noted last time we were expecting to see some Jiu-Jitsu, and he finished the fight on the feet. Very well-rounded striker. You know, so, and he said, you know, he's ready and willing to go to the ground. So knowing that Isaiah Williams lost his last 2 fights via submission, it's going to be interesting if Nat Kabba and his camp have looked at that and said, hey, let's use this as an opportunity to get to the ground and show the fans what we have there.
Well, he certainly looks ready. Both men coming in ready to go. This is our first fight on our main card. Of course, we're working our way toward our main event, heavyweight title. Al Morrow with a convincing knockout win just over a month ago at our last Cage Wars show, or a couple of months ago, I should say, last Cage Wars show. That was our Mike Tyson fight night. He'll be taking on Josh DePace. But right now it's the heavyweights. Nat Kabba versus Isaiah Williams.
Again, very calm, very composed. You know, there's no doubt in my mind that this young man is prepared and ready to go to war.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the next contest on the card for Cage Wars 53. It is our first contest to the main card in our heavyweight division, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in yesterday 258 pounds, representing the MMA Collective out of Red Hook, New York, Isaiah the Titan Williams. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in yesterday 251 pounds, representing Synthesis Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu out of Rochester, New York, Nat the Natural Kabba. And the man in charge of the action at the sound of the bell, Dan Mergliata.
Kabba looks scary to me. I can't really. He looks hyper-focused and intense.
Very athletic guy, very big, strong guy. Excellent technique. Again, Isaiah Williams, not a lot of experience or exposure to him.
He
not
comes
been
right
in
out.
Cage Wars yet. But again, nice low kick.
Kabba he's just like built like a brick.
Again, you notice that sideways bladed stance, that long stance, favorable for those folks who like to utilize those kicks.
And he's bringing kicks from all angles.
Almost like that old McGregor, stance.
Yes. Come on, put him up. Let's go, come on.
But again, that lends itself to those kicking styles quite often, especially the karate-based or taekwondo-based kicking styles. Nat Kabba definitely respecting the power of Isaiah Williams.
He looked at him. He said, "Yeah,
I can kick too."
I'm there. Yeah, I'm gonna hit one of those." Look at it, both men.
Well, and the interesting thing here is they're both southpaw, so that's fighting southpaw at the moment. And then Kabba back to orthodox, but it lends itself for awkward angles for each of them.
Without a doubt.
Nice job using the feints with the hips, Nat Kabba. And I think right now he's really just trying to figure Isaiah Williams out. Staying calm.
I really do like Kabba's slow, stalking, calm approach. Not that Williams isn't, but there's something very relaxed about the style.
And you can see Isaiah Williams really has some faith in those hands and wants to lay him on Nat Kabba.
Well, Kabba almost like lulls you into a false sense of security, but when he strikes, it's quick.
And then he throws those hip feints. He throws those head feints. Makes you react. And I think right now he's really thinking and taking notice to what Isaiah Williams is doing as he feints. So
very
he can respond accordingly.
Very cerebral, at least from the eyes. That's what I gauge from it. And I'll tell you, the kicks to the leg are doing
nice
damage.
job
They're heavy.
catching that kick. Pulling along the way. Is he going to punch? Is he going to sweep? No, allows him to back
he
out.
Smiles at him. I love
Great
this
balance
fight.
by a big guy.
I know. I love this fight. It's interesting.
You know, the days of out of shape, immobile heavyweights are over, folks. These guys are just amazing. Good job utilizing that leg kick, chewing up that front leg.
I agree with you. I think, 15, 20 years ago, these tended to look a lot like tough men competitions.
Yes.
Not anymore.
Ooh, looking for that high kick.
But he is athletic, Kabba.
Isaiah Williams says, no.
Look at the eyes. Watch the eyes of Kabba. Just watch.
Yes, he's calm.
blink.
He's finding his rhythm.
He doesn't blink.
His eyes are wide open, assessing the situation. Nice job with that right hand. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's looking for that opening, and he's taking it. He's got to watch out, though, with that right hand down. See if Isaiah Williams can take advantage of that with the overhand left. Oh, nice knee. He's got to be careful with the knee into the head.
But a great job by Williams
Wow.
there.
Excellent way to finish the round. Again, we don't know if that's going to be enough to win him the round, but definitely gives confidence for round 2.
I love this fight. I think that both fighters have given 30 to 50% in terms of volume and output. I think they're going to start to ramp it up. You called it when you said this first round is a chess match. It's a feeling out. Kabba has taken some shots. Williams has. I'm excited about round 2.
You know, they both have had things to feel good about in the first round. They both have had some things that they're going to have to be aware of leading into round 2. So I don't necessarily think anybody has an upper hand on the judges' scorecard. I mean, Nat Kabba kind of controlled that round till the end. So I would tend to give him that round. But again, going into round 2, this is an even fight.
Well, I agree with you that Kabba probably won round 1, but I think Williams closed round 1. I think he closed it. Wasn't enough, like you said, to win it, but it was enough to get his guys' respect. I love this fight.
And will that momentum carry over? We're going to find out.
I do think Kabba is holding back some serious rage. I do. I'm telling you. He's going to unleash.
Like the kind of rage where somebody's locked up in a closet at home? Like that level of rage?
A little bit more violent than that.
Wow. I know who's walking me to my car tonight. Protection. All right, here we go. Isaiah Williams, not intimidated, willing to take the center of the cage. But again, Nat Kabba looks like he wants to use his legs to inflict damage to set up the hands, and Isaiah Williams wants to use the hands.
I think Kabba can end this, and I don't mean that disrespectfully.
Well, at this weight, this size, this strength, you can end it at any given point.
And
physics
you're right,
are
though.
Physics.
And he's very careful about his opponent's power. He's cognizant of it because Williams has got the arm cocked, and he's not going down without a fight.
And he's a big, strong guy, an athletic guy, so if he lands, it's going to hurt.
Boy, that's a big body shot. Looks like he was able to block a portion of it, but
yeah, Williams has done a good job, not taking the brunt of that, but you still see the red mark underneath the left arm of Isaiah Williams.
The problem with Williams is that he doesn't want to be first, and he has to be first.
You see Nat Kabba pointing leg saying, kick it, let's go. Oh, there we go. That right leg of Isaiah Williams is getting red.
See, now Williams, if he's going to chase him around the ring, he's got to throw some punches.
He does, but again, it's easier said than done, especially when you're getting kicked in that leg. Oh, nice left hand.
Big left.
There we go. Nat Kabba has been timing. He's been looking and seeing what's going to happen, and then he's responding now. He's computed it all in his fighter IQ, and he's applying.
And he's waiting, obviously. He wants to be the counter puncher. He's very efficient, and his strikes are very powerful. He doesn't punch in tremendous volume, but when he hits you, you know it. And those leg kicks
beautiful angle on those leg kicks. He's able to wrap that foot around the outside and then rear that leg. That is painful, and it will really start to wear on your mobility.
I don't think people realize just how much that hurts, or the long-term effects and the damage that it does as the fight wears on.
Oh my God! You lose your ability to defend, to move, to be offensive. There's also that nerve in the calf that you can completely shut the function of that leg down if you hit it just right, as happened to Sean O'Malley in the UFC. You know, it's really a beautiful weapon in this sport. Especially when you're able to create the angle like Nat's creating and wrap it around the back of that leg. Isaiah Williams, though, I mean, again, still willing to stand and bang.
The problem is he's willing to get hit. He's not returning fire. Okay, and no. Okay, so now we can ground and pound to the face. So
yes, and this is the first time we're seeing Nat Kabba on the ground. Nat Kabba on the ground. Nice dominant side control. Is he going to go knee on belly here?
Now, if Kabba were to exert enough energy to go for the finish, it seems like it would happen now. But
knee on belly.
He's content.
Standing up to deliver some ground and pound.
Oh, and he's a.
You got to watch those feet, though. Good job. Way to end that round by Nat Kabba.
And a good job by Williams to minimize some of the damage, but it's we're starting to see the separation here. Looks like Kabba more than likely could be up 2 rounds to nothing.
Well, and again, the attack on the front leg really starting to show itself here in the effects. You know, the fact that Nat Kabba has been calm the entire time he's competed here. You know, this is second nature to him at this point. I think he's expending less energy, and I really feel that it's shifted in his favor in this third round. Just as Isaiah Williams ended the first round well, Nat Kabba did just that in the second round.
I mean, and if you're Isaiah Williams, you have to throw punches. However, in doing so, you're kind of walking into the lion's den because Kabba wants to be patient and he wants to counterpunch.
Yes, he's trying to utilize that distance, utilize that timing. He's trying to read your movement patterns.
Set for our third. Oh.
And we just got word from Big Dan Mergliotta that is the end of the fight. Isaiah Williams will not be answering the bell.
Now, is that a corner? Is that a corner decision, you think, or is that the athlete's decision, or do you just not want to speculate at this point?
I don't want to speculate at this point. Usually the coaches are not always going to pull somebody at that point unless it's a major injury. It might have been the athlete.
I'm trying to read lips right now, and it does look like Williams thinks, you know what? I mean, you know, I can do this again in a couple of months. Why should I go back in there and take unnecessary punishment?
And who knows? He may have something going on with that leg, especially the way he fell. You know, I mean, there may be a little bit of structural issue going on there right now.
And it does appear, and that's a good observation, Will, because it does look like one of his cornermen is working on the leg, and you can see there's some damage. I don't think he could put a whole lot of weight on it.
You know, and he didn't give up at any point during that fight. So, you know, you can't fault him. We can't speculate. We can't do anything but wish him the best and hope to see him again.
Mike. We're waiting for our ring announcer to come in.
Big Dan Mergliotta's the big brother that you might not have ever wanted, especially when you're in trouble.
Yeah, Dan.
We're going to bring it up to Mike Falvo for the official announcement. All right, here we go. Isaiah Williams makes his way to the center. We're going to go for the official announcement.
Referee Dan Mergliotta has called a stop to the fight after round number 2. For your winner, out of the red corner, Nat Kabba.
Okay.
You know, this young man, he might be ready for a title shot.
I think he's different, and I can't explain it. His focus,
his style,
his
his
style.
approach.
You just sense it.
His awareness.